What's going on, football fans? Welcome to yet another edition of 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. This is me, your boy Larry, bringing it to you here on a beautiful Sunday evening. And we got two diehards here tonight, ready to rock and roll. I'm excited. I know these guys are excited. They're flashing the logos, and oh no, it's going to be a fun one, y'all. I'm excited. I know you guys are energized and ready to roll because tonight's game is the oldest rivalry in the NFL. And let's just say that there is no love lost when this thing hits 0-0-0, and the hatred will continue for just about ever. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're ready once again. Like I said, I know we definitely are over here. And, these two guys are ready to have quite the face-off. The chat room is bumping. We appreciate you all so very much for being here tonight. And, well, on with the show. So, before we begin, big shout-out and thank you to our sponsors, of course, the SoCal Warriors, showing love. My team, by the way, show love to semi-pro sports everywhere, y'all. If you are in your area, of course, wherever you are, semi-pro sports are the real deal. If you have some semi-pro teams in your area, please show them some love because, trust me, it is much appreciated. So follow the SoCal Warriors at SoCal Warriors on Twitter. Once again, at SoCal Warriors. And then also, right here, Background Check International. If you got a background check, your professional business out there, and you need a background check, Kit Freeman is the man. www.bcint.com. Once again, that is www.bcint.com. So, with that said, big ups to our sponsors that make this thing happen. We appreciate you so much. Remind you to get on over to 3 and Out IESR. Cast your vote for who you think is going to win tonight's game. It's going to be a battle. 204 times tonight, these teams will have flipped each other off and said, I don't like you. And that's pretty much how it goes down. With that said, y'all, oopsies, I'm here just losing my stuff. With that said, y'all, tonight is going to be, like I said, the 204th battle, and it's going to be a fun one. So roll on over here. Let us know who you think is going to win this thing, and, well, we shall continue. With that said, it's time to get into the face-off and introduce our combatants. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready and set for 3 rounds tonight as we have a Sunday night battle as the Chicago Bears get ready and set to take on the Green Bay Packers. And to help us out with tonight's Primetime Face Off, we got two diehards in the house ready for action. Introducing the away team. Of course, will be fan representing the away team and his Chicago Bears. He, of course, is diehard Bears fan all the way from Illinois. He is also the host and founder of our Chicago sports show here at IE Sports Radio, Chi-Town Weekly. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, introducing one of the COOs of IE Sports Radio and, well, somebody who's a very hopeful fan of a crappy team like me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming Mr. Adam Karnik. What's going on, brother? How you doing today, man?
Doing all right, Larry. Good to be here. Glad to do this. This is going to be an interesting matchup tonight. We'll get in and talk about what I expect to have from the game, but certainly there is no love lost. A perfect example. A few years back, I started to get into the Canadian Football League a little bit, and I was wondering, who are these different teams? I saw there was a team that chose green and yellow for their colors. Instantly, that became the team I wanted to lose every time out there.
Isn't that great?
I try to stay very even-keeled and logical with everything football related, not when it comes to the Bears Packers. Check it all out the window. Let's go, baby. Go Bears.
It's going to be a fun one, y'all. Awesome introduction there, Mr. Adam. And by the way, yeah, Jags Fan Cave says here, Packers are about to beat the Bears worse than the Titans beat my Jags, but probably not worse than the Chiefs beat my Raiders. I'm just going to put that out there. So with that said, it's going to be another night of the Rodgers yelling, I own you at the Bears fans. Oh, no, Bears and their fans. Well, let me just say this. Yesterday, we had the 122nd edition of the Army-Navy game. And Navy had a horrible year. Army had a pretty good year. And guess what? Navy pulled out the victory. I'm not trying to say that this game tonight is going to go that way to our Packers fan, but I will say throw the records out sometimes, because sometimes you get Raiders and Chiefs. Sometimes you get that. But hopefully we don't get that tonight. Hopefully we don't get a dud. So Shane Ross in the chat room, by the way, says, which would Adam prefer to happen? Bears win or Shane lose in fantasy football? Oh, here we go. But
he's already clinched everything that he can clinch in our league, so that doesn't matter. Go Bears tonight, absolutely.
Well, there you have it. Going to be a crazy game. Beantown, Brandon in the house. I appreciate you guys all so very much for being here. And, of course, representing the home team tonight, the frozen tundra of Green Bay. He, of course, is a diehard Green Bay Packers fan. And, well, some people may call him the most hated Packers fan. Welcoming, of course, all the way from that Midwest, welcoming to a show for the first of hopefully millions of times. Ladies and gentlemen, welcoming the most hated Packers fan. What's going on
Let's
with
go.
that, man?
Let's go.
Good to have you tonight, man.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Dude, I'm glad to have you. Look at you over here all pumped. Look at that background now. Look at that background. Let's take a look at the background. I like that background. Adam, where's your background?
My office is being set up. Next season, it will be rocking. Right now, not so much.
I'm loving it, man.
Well, he's Nagy to get fired, man. I don't blame you. Like,
Taryn, yeah, the Packers are
yeah.
going to send the Bears back to hibernation. Oh, and yes, the Raiders got motorboated by the Chiefs. Well, that's just something that happens when you're a Raider fan. So, with that said, it sucks. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we have our two combatants here ready to roll. We appreciate you both, gentlemen, for being here. Once again, jump on over to @3&Out IESR. Cast your vote for who you think is going to win tonight's game. Should be a good one. And without further ado, got time to introduce our judges here tonight. We have a Patriots fan, the Turban Patriot, in the house to judge. We have Jags Fan Cave, a Jaguars fan who feels the pain of a Raider fan, of course, and a Chargers fan, Mr. Taryn Rodriguez over there, our third judge tonight. The scoring will be as follows. Just like boxing, of course, you will go by points every round, best of 10. And there you have it. So we got our three judges ready on deck. We got our two combatants ready to roll. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Starting things off here with the X Factor round. First round, Adam Karnik. Start us off tonight, brother. Let us know, man, who are your X Factors for tonight's game and why?
For the Bears, the biggest X factor to me has to be Justin Fields. He's coming back from missing the last couple of games with a rib injury. He's been medically cleared. What does that mean for real life? You know, that could be, there's still some injury there that he's dealing with, but he's been medically cleared to play. He will start. Dalton is actually out. So Foles is going to be serving as the backup. But the reason that I'm intrigued by this is for the first time as a professional, Justin Fields has been preparing all week to face a team he's already played one time. So I'm very anxious to see what do they learn from the first time, what translates over to the next time, because honestly, I would expect that the Packers defense shouldn't change much based off of the first performance. They had a pretty decent strategy that worked well. They held the Bears to 14 points the first go around, and we know that Nagy is historically very rigid in how he wants to attack. He sets his game plan, and I'm going to use this game plan because it's the game plan. So I don't expect that would have changed much. So I wouldn't expect that the Packers defense to have changed much. So let's see what Fields has learned from the first game, and let's see how he can grow and progress as a young rookie single caller. That's my biggest X factor. You've also, though, got Allen Robinson returning tonight for the Bears. He's missed the last few weeks. Now, this season, he has been incredibly underutilized by the Bears. He's only got 30 catches on the season, but having him back does help to kind of reset the, the depth chart of the wide receiver room for the Bears. You've got Robinson in as the one spot, Mooney in on the two, and then everybody else can kind of fall into line from there. So those are my two biggest returning X factors for the Bears. And of course, Justin Fields being chief among them.
You know what? Okay, so most hated Patriots fan. Brother, my bad. Failed to tell you this. So the best part about these face-offs are they can go any way. Crazy, respectful, really mean and ugly, really kind of in the middle, chippy, not so chippy. But the best part about this is the face-off is all based off of your knowledge. So right now, Adam, I mean, let's just be real. I don't want to do this so early in the face-off, but, well, for some reason, when Aaron Rodgers plays, the Packers play football. It's this thing called football that they're pretty good at. When Rodgers doesn't play, they look like they're trying to play handball or something. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They look horrendous. So tonight, Rodgers is playing. So I hate to say this, but it looks like the Bears are going to get lit up like a Christmas tree on the 4th of July. However, the face-off is actually judged by who can give the best points and actually convince you that their team, no matter what the records are, is going to win this thing. So great stuff there. Most hated Packers fan. Brother, it is your time, man. Give us all the knowledge.
Man.
Drop it on us, man. X Factors for tonight. What you got?
Man, Adam laid it out. So, hey, I got a big task in front of me. I don't know if I can switch tabs and do some research because I don't, but first X Factor is number 19, Equinemius St. Brown on the Packers. He is Randall Cobb is out, right? Randall Cobb's on IR, so he's probably going to be the guy who might flip into the slot. So he's been kind of a riser the last few weeks. He had against Minnesota, he had a nice little run. He's had a few catches. I think he could be in for a breakout. So before I even knew this question, he was the guy I was thinking about anyway. So look for him. If he doesn't have an impact, he's kind of low because you have Devontae, you have Lazard, you have MVS, of course. So those are the top three. So he's probably going to be the fourth receiver. So I say he could be an X factor. He might do something tonight. Going back to his X factor, Fields. So when I was thinking about this, can I list three? Because I actually have three. But first is Devondre Campbell. So he's going to be pretty much. He's going to have a lot on his plate. He's probably going to be spying Shields on third down. He's going to have to hold down Montgomery because Montgomery's done a little damage against us. But we haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher this year, so Devondre Campbell and against Kmet too. Campbell was on the tight ends, and Kmet and Fields, they have a little connection going on. So Devondre Campbell, he needs to step up and have a big game. And then going back to Allen Robinson, another guy I was thinking was Rasul Douglas. Number 29, he's, we got him off the practice squad from Arizona, October. He was already defensive player of the week once. He's been big. So covering Robinson, I think Rasul Douglas, he has to come through because Robinson has hurt us too in the past. So I'm not looking past the Bears. Fields does concern me because, he can scramble. He's a kind of an off-target, off-schedule kind of quarterback. So, anytime he gets out the pocket, that's concerning. So.
I love it. Amazing first round. Judges, send those first scores in for your scorecards here. Awesome stuff there for those first rounds, gentlemen. That was hard. I'm so happy I'm not a judge. I'm so happy because I don't even know how I'd be grading this thing. This is hard. So with that said, and my apologies, y'all, Packers. I guess I said Patriots. My apologies, but yes, most hated. Packers
man, they give you heat about that.
Yeah, man, I got too excited, man. I was like, so with that said, y'all,
the chat room can be brutal.
Fire round. You guys have been nice, but it's time to talk some crap. I'm just saying, the fire round is always fun. And let's just be real. You guys are two class guys, but you hate each other's teams. And let's just be real. So, with that said, Adam Karnik, once again, you're the away team, brother. You will start us off. What are your weaknesses on the Packers that you feel your Bears can expose to win this thing tonight?
All right. I'd love to go off on a passion-fueled rant, but I have to start off by being genuine here. Realistically, the Bears should not be able to to expose any weaknesses on the Packers. Let's be very honest about this, that the Bears really shouldn't be able to. That being said, if anything happens to Aaron Rodgers tonight, I know he's playing with a bum pinky toe. If anything happens to Rodgers, Blake Bortles? Seriously? That's the answer? Is Blake Bortles has to come out there and do something? But you better like just pray that nothing happens to Aaron Rodgers. That I was thinking about this during the week. There was a similar time. Unfortunately, the Bears-Packers at Lambeau in the last decade has had some horrible lineups for the Bears should get killed. And I was remembering to one many years back where we were going in and thinking that the only way the Bears had a chance to win the game was if Rodgers got hurt on the opening drive. And by God, Rodgers got hurt on the opening drive, and the Bears won. Part of me felt like, oh my gosh, I made this happen. Another part of me was like, well, good. I'm glad it happened. Do it more often then. As far as this game tonight, what the Bears have to expose is the Packers have done a very good job of taking the ball away. The Bears have to protect the ball tonight, have to expose that if they can run the ball, if they can keep control of the time of possession, then they can keep the game manageable. The Packers, for all the talk of Aaron Rodgers, for all the talk of how good and great and wonderful he is, and he is having a fantastic season, again, as he always does, they're still in the bottom half of the league, or towards the middle of the league in scoring offense. They're scoring about 24, 25, 26 points a game. If the Bears can hang on to the ball, there won't be as much time for the Packers to score. That keeps it closer. That's a way the Bears can win this game. Take advantage of a run defense that at times can be suspect there in Green Bay. You get too much into the obvious passing downs. They've already got a couple of players that are on pace for double-digit sack seasons. You want to avoid that as much as you can. The Packers are always seemingly good for at least one interception per game. Fields has had horrible luck this season with having just jump ball type passes not go his way. So eventually that'll even out, but I'm not planning on that evening out all right here tonight in one game. So you want to protect the ball as much as you can and be able to take advantage of a defense that at times can be porous against the run. If you're the Bears tonight, that's a more logical option than just hope that Aaron Rodgers breaks his arm or something.
Okay, well, we have a whole bunch of crap going on here in the chat room right now. Shane says, I want to go one-on-one versus Turban Patriot. Make it happen. What? If I can be the judge for that 1v1, that would be awesome. Oh, my gosh. I'm ready, Shane. Oh, boy. No Jordan Love, by the way.
Yeah.
We will not tolerate Blake Bortles slanders. You hear me? You hear me, Adam? He's going to get, of course. Adam called for Rodgers to get hurt. Last time for – oh, no. Oh, well –
I was at Shane's house for that game. He insisted that I come over. I got to his house early, and I actually made sure that I had a good buzz going before anybody else got there. And I expected it to be like 70-0 at halftime, and then sure enough, Rodgers got hurt, and suddenly it was, well, damn, now they've actually got a chance. And it was. It became a game that I'm sure the rest of America turned off because it was the Bears' backup quarterback against the Packers' backup quarterback.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. Okay. That was a Monday night game, right?
That was a Monday night game. Right. It was the beginning of the McCown era in Chicago, and there are still people infatuated with Josh McCown and pronouncing his name wrong.
Well, with that said, most hated Packers fan. Brother, you heard everything Adam had to say. So first things first, respond to this man. Let him know how you feel about that. And the second thing is, what are the weaknesses on the what are the weaknesses, of course, on the my apologies, I put up the wrong banner. what are your weaknesses on the Bears that you feel? No, easy there. Don't name all of them. We'll be here all night. But
we're on a time limit. The game kicks off in less than an hour.
Yeah, keep it on your time now. But what are your weaknesses on the Bears that you feel the Packers can expose to win tonight?
Yeah.
So what you got?
Adam, I appreciate you. Adam served this up on a platter for me. Adam, the little research that I did was on the turnover ratio, man. Dude, the Packers are +9. The Bears are -8. Like, man.
Oh, it's that good. Oh, that's better than I thought it was.
I thought it was worse too, but -8. It's like bottom third. It's not the worst. So, like you said, man, turnovers, like that's to me, you guys are a turnover. You are a turnover team. You know what I mean? Like, turnovers will happen. There's a good teams like that. Usually, a team, we don't turn the ball over and we take the ball away. So when we play a team who turns the ball over, guess what's going to happen? We're going to take the ball away. So I'm expecting at least one interception. Montgomery, I'm not sure about his ball security. I think he's pretty good, but I'm expecting at least one interception. Now I'm not expecting any turnovers from the Packers. Although, I will say, you guys, like you said, only chance of winning is Aaron Rodgers drives back on the he's handing the ball off, and when his offensive lineman steps on his bad pinky toe, and he has to come out. That's what I'm really worried about in this game. And our backup is Kurt Benkert, who this is his first time suiting up for an NFL game, period. He hasn't done jack. So, man, Adam, just get those thoughts out of your head. I don't want to see Benkert. I do not want to see him in the game until the fourth quarter when he's kneeling down. That's the only time I want to see him. So, yeah, let's not wish that on my boy.
What's his name again?
Kurt Benkert.
Kurt Benkert.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's right.
Got it.
No. I didn't like the way you said that. I didn't like the way you said that, man.
Keep going. We'll get back to that.
Okay. So, the other one is you slamming our run defense. I was going to go to you guys' run defense. You guys gave up 100. We gave up 102 on the ground. You guys gave up 120. So you have Aaron Jones, who's coming back. He's a little more healthy off the bye. And you have A.J. Dillon. I'm expecting them to both go for 150. You guys give up 120. That might be a given. We might go for 150. Rodgers might do a Mac Jones. He might pass the ball like less than 20 times. He might be 14 to 18 for like 200 yards and 4 touchdowns, right? It's the Bears. He can do some ridiculous numbers like that, barely doing anything. So I expect Aaron Jones and Dillon to exploit you guys on the ground for like 150.
Each or total?
Oh, total.
Total. Okay.
Yeah, total.
Okay.
Woo, that was crazy.
Each.
Okay, well, that's it. Gentlemen, great stuff there, man. Great round. Now, of course, Adam, I want you to respond to what he said in the next round. But, of course, we're off to the lightning round, man. So, first things first, Adam, you're going to respond to most hated Packers fan. And then, of course, let us know. You guys are the coach now, okay? So, you guys put on the coach's cap and be ready. This is where you really spew your knowledge about not only your team, but the other team. What is your game plan? So, once again, Adam, respond to most hated Packers fan. And then, of course, what is your game plan tonight for your Bears to beat these Packers on the road in a place that hates their guts? What you got for us?
Well, first off, I'm dreaming of a Kurt Benkert. Let's keep old number 12 out on the bench. Gotta have some fun with this today. Gotta have some fun with it. So, and I appreciate in what you were saying about the Bears' run defense, because as a team, they have been giving up about 120. But individual running backs actually have not been having a ton of success. They've been keeping individual guys in that 60 to 70 yards apiece. You have to have 2 guys attacking. So we'll see how their Packers two-headed monster works tonight. I also appreciate you not mentioning the Bears secondary. The less that is said about that Bears secondary, the better. For the Bears to win tonight. Also with Fields, he is good for almost about a pick a time out there. He has had horrible luck with that. It seems like just about every game he gets a ball batted at the line and it goes into the waiting arms of a defender, or it gets into a situation where he just absolutely has to throw up a Hail Mary and it gets intercepted instead of just falling incomplete. So that affects the numbers. Not to say that, you know, there are other ways around that situation. I am a man of few talents, but when I'm able to combine them, there's what you get. Love you, Shane.
Great stuff there, Adam. My apologies, Adam. Go ahead and finish. But I just had to put that up there.
So for the Bears, as I mentioned, you've got to control the ball. Montgomery is very good with ball security. He is able to hang on to the ball and not cough it up on a regular basis. So lean on him a bit. I'd also like to see, we saw a couple weeks ago when Fields got hurt and Andy Dalton had to come back in against the Ravens, that the Bears suddenly started running some plays that we've never seen them even attempt with Fields. Some quicker releases, some wide receiver screens, some more slant routes, things like that, that Bears fans as a whole have been screaming for pretty much since the second Fields got out there. That why aren't we just calling for some easier, just get him in a rhythm type throws? Let's see some of those tonight. Let's see some quick 3-step drop, get the ball out, get the ball out in space to playmakers, and continue to get Fields out there in space. We know that he can be dangerous as a scrambler, but not just with his legs. Even when he scrambles, he maintains that mentality of, I want to throw the ball. I want to keep looking to attack with my arms, stay a quarterback first, especially when he scrambles to his left, which is odd because he's a right-handed quarterback, and you think, you know, he's got to contort his body, but he's so good at it. Defenders aren't necessarily ready for it, and then look out. So I'd love to see some quick outs, some just get Fields into a rhythm, and then let him make plays. Don't be so worried. I have a hard time expecting the Bears to win this one tonight. I have to be honest. I'm surprised that the NFL didn't flex this game, to be brutally honest. So to come into this expecting that, oh yeah, the Bears are absolutely going to win this game, that's kind of silly. Of course, I want them to. I want to find ways for them to win, but the best way to have them win is stay ball control on offense and let Fields make plays. And then defense just gotta figure out some way to get Rodgers on the ground.
I agree. That's seriously the recipe. That's the only way you're going to beat the damn Packers. That's literally the only way. So I completely agree. By the way, we have some shenanigans going on in the chat room. Shane says, Taryn, I have bought Adam singing lessons. Every time he loses in fantasy football, he has to sing me a bedtime song. I was tired and having nightmares. Oh my goodness. I mean, yeah. Did Adam's opponent tap out? Oh, wait, no, he's back. So funny stuff, man. I'll tell you right now. So yeah.
Well, I've been doing a lot of losing this year in fantasy too. So he's gotten plenty of practice there.
Yeah, he's got some funny stuff going on. So with that said, most hated Packers fan, brother, go ahead and respond to Adam, and then let us know, what is your game plan for your Packers to beat these Bears tonight? What you got?
It's good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know. It's glitching right now. It sounded like you guys were talking in slow motion or something. I'm sorry. But I messed it up because I'm looking for the song "Strawberry Fields Forever." I was about to sing the lyrics, so I switched windows and I came back, and yeah, it's acting crazy. But I'm going to sing it. Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to Strawberry Fields. Nothing is real and nothing to get hung about. Strawberry Fields forever. So, yeah, it said nothing is real. That's kind of like Justin Fields. Nothing is real about the kid, man. Like, you guys all summer, y'all were, can I say a cuss word? You guys were talking smack. I was going to say an S word. You guys were talking smack all summer when Rodgers was not Rodgers is not coming back. Like, you guys gaslighted the entire Packers nation that Rodgers wasn't coming back, and Justin Fields was going to take over the whole whatever. It's Justin Fields season, but he's about to get exposed today, bro. You're gonna be wishing you had what's the guy, Mitch? Like, how many quarterbacks have y'all had since we had Favre and Rodgers? Like, 30
NBC will remind us tonight. Don't worry, we'll see the graphic. God, I hate that graphic.
Man, we about so yeah. Our game plan is simple. Run on second down, third and short, maybe run it again. Bootlegs, hit your D with MVS. Of course, Devontae over the middle. On defense, rush 4, drop 7. Well, stop the run on first and second down. Rush 4, drop 7. Make Fields throw into tight windows. He's gonna throw a pick, get some pressure. That's it. That's our game plan. It's too easy.
You know what?
Don't turn the ball over.
Short and sweet and to the point. I mean, I'm with it. So there you go, man. I mean, overall, you guys, that was pretty impressive, man. So final game plan. So with that said, great freaking stuff tonight, y'all. But before we end it, we're not officially done with it yet. So Adam, go ahead and respond, man. Respond to us. Let us know, of course, how you felt about his game plan. Well, you guys respond to each other real fast. And one more round while the judges tally up their final scores. Let us know. And then, of course, give us your final score if you'd like to. So there you have it. Adam, what you got for us, man?
Well, you brought up the offseason from all the Aaron Rodgers and Justin Fields. Enjoy tonight, because it's the last time that Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing against the Bears in a Green Bay Packers uniform. That, if nothing else, is going to keep my heart warm tonight while my team most likely gets slaughtered. But I am very much enjoying that tonight is the end of the Aaron Rodgers era in Green Bay. And that, yes, Justin Fields will become the king of the North. Obviously, it's not going to happen this season, but going forward, I fully expect it.
Wow. Okay, that was a punch in the gut, man. Most hated Packers fan. He just pretty much called it, man. He said, that's it. This is the last time we'll ever see Rodgers in that Packers uniform. And, man, that's saying a lot. So, okay, with that said, give it to us, most hated Packers fan, man. Tell us your final thoughts on this game. And then, of course, let us know your final score. Uh-oh, where'd you go?
Oh.
Uh-oh. He's been having some issues apparently with this for the
Hope I didn't scare
face off. So
hope I didn't scare him off.
We can get him back here. Let's see. Most hated Packers fan. You still there, brother? Uh-oh. Looks like he might have got some difficulties there. Uh-oh. Do we have a oh no. Is that a KO? He's like well, I agree here with Jags here, man. Packers win, but the Bears get the backdoor cover.
I don't know. While we're waiting for most hated Packer to come back, another game that I was having flashbacks to this week. I looked up the year ahead of this was 2015. It was the final year of the Trestman era in Chicago. Bears Packers Sunday night. NBC had tried to flex the game out beforehand, and nobody else was willing to take it. The other two networks protected all their games, so it had to stay Bears Packers. It was 42-0 at the half, and NBC literally they came out of halftime, and Chris Collinsworth thanked the audience for still being there listening to the broadcast and not turning the game off. I hope that we don't have a repeat of that tonight.
That was 2014.
Yeah, 2014. Thank you. Yeah, that was.
Yep. Only thing Bears fans that got on us is Rodgers has one Super Bowl, and I can't really come back from saying anything about that. Like, you guys, well, even that year we kicked our ass. That was the year we lost the NFC Championship game, epic collapse. So you guys got that on us, like. You guys can say, well, at least we don't choke in the NFC Championship game every year. I can't really say nothing about that because that's what
Can't
happened.
choke if you never make it.
Well, that's true too. You guys missed the freaking what was that field goal? Like 20 yards, 40? No, 43 yards.
Oh God! Don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. No.
And that was the year y'all beat us down that year. Y'all were like 13-3 or something. Y'all kicked our butt the whole year. But I was so happy when he missed that. I laughed my ass off.
I literally fell on the floor in my living room when that double doink happened. I literally fell into a heap on the floor.
That's painful.
Yeah, I love
it hurt.
That's great,
it
man.
hurt.
That was painful. So, what you got for your final score tonight, man, Mr. Most Hated Packer?
Man, let's go with. I don't think you guys scored 20, so I'll give you 17. I'd say hopefully 34-17. We covered that 11.5. I got.
Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you right now, man. This is going to be a fun one tonight, you guys. I mean, overall, it was a great face-off. I mean, I'll tell you right now, we get a hand clap real quick, y'all. Y'all were great, man. It was two combatants went head-to-head tonight, two diehards. That was a lot of fun, man. And we definitely appreciate you guys for being here. That was a really fun one. And, well, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think that, well, that's actually gonna do it. So with that said, kind of crazy. We had a perfect score in tonight's face-off. I was tripping out. I couldn't believe it. So it's kind of funny. I actually abbreviated Most Hated Packer just to MHP for one of these here. But yeah, y'all. This has been a great one, and well, those final scores are coming in. But of course, we have got to get to those final voting results. So real quick, let's take a look at those final voting results and see what's going on. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, with 71% of those votes tonight, 71. So whoever got a hold of this voting poll, let's just say they were on one side of the fandom. But with 71% of the votes here tonight, you, the listeners, are taking the Green Bay Packers to win this thing. I like it.
Let's go.
Man. So that is, of course, the fan vote. That is the fan vote. Of course, we got the overall coming up right now.
Get it.
So, yeah, let's just see here. So, first things first, overall, is this a surprise to you guys? So, okay, so now the final tally is in. So, let me go ahead and tally up the final here. But really quick, Adam, is that a surprise to you, man, this voting poll?
Oh, not in the slightest. Oh, my gosh. No. There's no reason that somebody coming in from an unbiased opinion should be doing anything other than expecting the Packers to win. The only question is, has the betting line gotten high enough to scare people into expecting can the Bears get a backdoor cover? That's the only question there is on the betting line. No. If you're taking this straight up, you should absolutely be expecting the Packers to win this one. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
Well, I completely agree with you, man. So, real quick, is this a surprise to you, Most Hated Packer?
No, I'm not surprised at all. You would be crazy to take the Bears tonight.
Well,
it's going to make the upset that much sweeter when it happens.
And that's what I'm talking about, man. So, with that said, you guys, the final votes are in, and well, we have ourselves a winner. So once again, big ups and thank you to our three judges here tonight. Of course, that is Turban Patriot, Jags Fan Cave, and Taryn Rodriguez. Well, gentlemen, the votes are in. Let's do this, man. So, with the first judge, Turban Patriot will score this bout 10-9 in the X Factors round, 10-10 in the Lightning round. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our very first perfect score of 30. We've never had someone get a perfect score of 30, and it's going the way of those Packs tonight as 30-29 for Most Hated Packer. Turban will have vote number one. In vote number two, Taryn Rodriguez will score this bout 9-8 in favor of Adam.
Ooh.
He will also score this bout 9-8 for the lightning round in favor of most hated Packer.
All right.
Come down to one vote. Ladies and gentlemen, kind of crazy because we don't even need Jag's pick. Of course, we'll go through that. In the winner of this bout by way of unanimous decision, most hated Packers fan, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. So taking a look at the scorecards here. Turban says, once again, 30-29, most hated Packer. Taryn Rodriguez, 26-25, most hated Packer. Jags, he has here 29-28, most hated Packer. And once again, unanimous decision tonight. Oh my gosh, y'all didn't show Adam no love. I mean, no love. Most hated Packers fans showed more love than you guys, all right? I'm just saying. But with that said, gentlemen, that was a fun one, man. I'm over here keeping tally of the scorecard there. That was a lot of fun. You guys were amazing. And, well, I just got to say, kickoff is coming up, man. It's going to be a good one. So let's talk to our winner real fast. I'm sorry, Adam. Let's talk to winner real fast.
Sorry, Adam.
Most hated Packers. Brother, how do you feel, man? First victory.
Man, Larry, I feel great, man. I appreciate you, brother. I'm going to be following y'all, pumping y'all up, man. What you got going on is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Much shout out to Semi-Pro Sports. I played Semi-Pro football years ago, bro. So I know the struggle, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, go Pack go, man. Go Pack go. I got him at 11.5. I know it was like it kind of went down. It kind of scared me, but man, I think we got y'all by 2 scores at least, 2 touchdowns.
Well, there it is, man. We got some good stuff. Good face off. Of course, everyone's cheering on the face off tonight. Terrence says final score: Packers 37, Bears 20. 78% said Bills Monday night, and you know what happened? Yeah, and then of course 2 overtime games going on right now, and those are some good games, man. Bills and Bucks.
Oh,
and
let's go! I didn't even know.
That's crazy. Adam got robbed.
Bills.
Uh-oh, Shane is not happy about that. And so good stuff there. And okay, so that's right. Actually, my apologies. It was not unanimous decision. Taryn took 50 years to get his freaking scorecard in, so my apologies. But Taryn took forever to get his scorecard in, so I was scrambling, as you can see, at the last minute. So my apologies, gentlemen. But yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Taryn actually did have Adam, so it wasn't unanimous. It was 2-1. My apologies, but it's what happens when they don't get them in fast enough. It's chaotic. But with that said, appreciate you guys, man. This was a fun one. So by tonight, once again, by majority decision, 2-1, most hated Packers fan. So at least Adam got one. But with that said, well, it was a fun one, and let's make that exit, man. That was a lot of fun. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here tonight on tonight's show. And well, we'll start with the winner, most hated Packers fan. Brother, where can they find you, man?
That's me, Ray, girl for you. I'll be tweeting tonight, Adam. But big ups to Adam, though, man. Give Adam a hand. Dude is solid. You know what I'm saying? Adam, I'm following you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be trolling you, but still, it's all love, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It was awesome, man. So, Mr. Adam Karnik, brother, where can they find you, man?
Well, at Adam_Karnik on Twitter. I also am the host of Chi-Town Weekly every Wednesday night here on IE Sports Radio, 9 o'clock Central on Wednesday nights. I also, not football related at all, but I do our hockey show also, Neutral Zone, 9 o'clock Central on Tuesday nights with my co-host, who is a Lions fan. We'll leave that off to the side for a minute. But so lots of ways to keep up with me. But for talking football, you can catch me Wednesday nights, 9 Central, talking Bears. I will be tweeting during the game tonight. Most hated Packer. Could you, real quick, Larry, I don't want to take over the show for a second.
Enjoy.
How did you get your name? Can you explain that? I want the origin story here.
Okay, well, the origin story of the account, my Twitter account, is not even mine. Actually, somebody opened a Twitter account using my email address. So I'm like, what the hell? I'm getting all these Twitter notifications. So I just took over the account, basically. So that's how I even got on Twitter. And true story. And then, I'm just always trolling, man. Like Vikings fans, really, they just don't like me. I'm just Vikings fans. I'm on their ass all the time. Bears fans, shout out to my guy Dale Diesel. my Army buddy. He's like the biggest Bears fan I know. We're Army buddies. We served in Afghanistan together. So big up Dale, bear down. You know, I'll be texting him tonight, talking mad smack. You know what I mean? But yeah, just trolling the whole NFC Central, really. Just Bears, Lions, Vikings fans. I'm always on their pages, laughing at them, posting gifs, you know, everything. So yeah, that's pretty much how it got started, man. So whenever I'm blocked too by like tons of Bears fans, and really that's what it is. I'm just blocked. I can't even respond to them; they just block me. So
that was fun. And by the way, so yeah, once again, my apologies, Taryn. I guess he got it faster than I thought. I was scrambling trying to tally up everybody's votes. But yeah, so Taryn, once again, my apologies, by the way, an apology. He did actually get it in pretty fast. I forgot what the heck I was waiting. I was like getting everything together at the last minute was so hard, but I'm glad that was like our first time in a couple of shows that we've actually had all three judges, which is nice. But oh my gosh, we haven't had face-offs in the last couple of weeks for certain teams because, well, you know, certain fans give up on their teams and it's ridiculous getting fans sometimes. But tonight I'm glad. Adam, brother, you great sport. Packer, man, this has been fun. I appreciate you guys both. But however, hang on real quick as the Niners will beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Wow, in overtime right now. So, but however, gentlemen, hang on just a few moments here after the show. I'm a book it from the main, but I gotta say, man, thank you, man. I'll tell you, I do my best, trust me. But that wasn't my last judge was hard. I freaking had a draw. That was not good. I'm not a good judge, trust me. But with that said, both of you gentlemen, hang tight. I'm going to give my final weigh-in untraditionally. Usually I have you guys step out, but untraditionally, let's just be real. Tonight, I would love to say that it's going to be an upset or it's going to be something like that. However, gosh dang it, man, when Rodgers plays, I'm telling you, if Rodgers wasn't playing, I might just take the Bears because I don't know what happens to the Packers, but they forget that football is a game that, you know, has an oval ball, and they forget everything. I don't know what the hell happens to the Packers. They might forget how to drive. I don't know what they forget everything when he doesn't play. But when he plays, they're an untouchable team. I don't know. Go figure. I didn't know Aaron Rodgers plays strong safety. I didn't know he was a kicker too. I didn't know he plays everything apparently. But he's playing tonight, so it's gonna be hard for me to not pick them. I'm taking 35-17. I hate to be such an a-hole, but I just really see the Packers going off tonight and having a good one. Should be a strong game, but we shall see. With that said, y'all, that's going to do it for tonight's show. I want to thank both these gentlemen right here, Mr. Adam Karnik and most hated Packers fan. Great guys. Once again, my sincere apologies.
Appreciate you, man.
He actually got his in a lot more than me, so my apologies, man. It was just me fumbling around. So appreciate our three judges tonight, man. Great people all the way around. Once again, Turban Patriot, Jags Fan Cave, and the man here at IE Sports Radio. He does it all. Mr. Taryn Rodriguez, of course, hosting all kinds of shows and doing lots of great things. So we appreciate you all so very much for being here tonight. If you want to catch any of their shows, of course, Taryn hosts the SoCal Spring Sports Show, talking all things Southern California, and of course, talking all things set point, also volleyball on set point. Of course, great shows here. And Mr. Adam Karnik talking all things Chicago sports on Chi-Town Weekly. So catch those shows every week here at IE Sports Radio. And we will be back tomorrow for a NFC West showdown as the Cardinals take on those Rams. We will see y'all tomorrow. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.